Hi, what we're going to be talking today about is your nervous system. And your nervous system's main component is your brain. Your brain weighs about 3 pounds and it fills your head. And the brain needs lots of blood to go through it every single day, every single minute, and it sits on top of a very large blood vessels, and it kind of looks like a fountain. You can take a minute, you can pause this, and you can write these notes down and kind of draw it. Underneath this video, you'll see where there are directions on where you're going to put these notes. Now, your brain actually receives about 35 liters of blood every single hour. Think about it. That is 17 and a half 2-liter bottles of soda of blood that's pumped through your brain. The blood actually carries oxygen and sugars to the brain, and it carries waste products away from the brain. And again, you can pause. You can write this down in your notebook where the directions tell you to do that. Now, your brain uses more energy than any other organ in your body. Your brain consumes 40% of the oxygen and sugar that you take in. So really, if you think about it being a full tank of gas, you'd have your brain using almost down to half. Okay, so 40%. Again, write this down. The brain actually looks like it's wrinkled and folded when you look at it. The surface layer is known as the cortex, and it's actually much larger than it appears. If you actually could peel off the cortex of your brain and lay it out flat, it would cover an area that's about as large as your kitchen table. Now, that's not a big, huge kitchen table that goes on forever, but the average kitchen table. And that's pretty impressive. You think about the size of your head and think about the size of your kitchen table. That's pretty neat to think about it that way. The more wrinkles there are, the more cortex there is. And it is believed that the bigger the brain, the smarter the organism. The smaller the brain, they're not so smart. And then finally, you have your brain is actually in your skull. I've got a drawing here I'm going to show you in a second. And around it, your head is full of cerebral spinal fluid, and that actually acts as a cushion for the brain. Information actually travels up and down to your brain from your spinal column and all through your peripheral nervous system. But you hear about things like concussions and stuff like that, and when you think about it, what actually saves your brain from getting more injured when you have a head injury is that the cerebral spinal fluid is surrounding it and kind of cushioning it. If it wasn't, your brain would just rattle around and you'd have far more problems with brain injury. So anyway, there's just a few notes to let you know. And the reason you're going to have notes just about this, about your nervous system, is it controls every other system of your body. All right? Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.